day, everybody. Welcome to DarkBad Time, episode 3. I'm one of your hosts, Indigo, alongside the guy in Gothenburg, Raid.
Yeah! What's up, everybody?
Ooh, a bit of a plot twist there, maybe. And over to my other side of the Sweden-ish country that we are living in, Kito Gerada.
And I'm so furious as usual.
I purposely did not call you the Curry with Fury today because I wanted to see if you would not be furious, but...
Of course I'm furious, you switched the order in which way you present us. What do you
No,
think?
I'm number 2.
Damn
Yes.
But I'm always number 1.
Not for long.
In before me presenting everyone with a furious voice next podcast.
Good luck. I'm too fat to be removed from the top.
We're trying so hard.
Well, maybe we should get a pocket flute and like doo-doo. Snorlax.
Poke fat.
Pocket fat.
The fat kid only eats and sleeps. Dot.
And podcasts while eating and sleeping. I'm actually eating right now, as of me podcasting right now.
Of course
if you hear me numbing in the background, that's why.
Okay, what are you eating?
I'm actually eating, thank you for asking, fried... What? I'm actually eating fried chicken drumsticks with some avocado salad, tzatziki, and homemade curry cottage cheese.
Oh dear lord, fat kid.
I think my stomach just rumbled, god damn it.
Fat kid usually has that effect. Problem is, we are not the fat kids. We don't have this.
I think I'll get pizza later.
I will actually get pizza later. I've decided that.
I will also get pizza later.
Well, I think I'll just grab one on my way to the LAN party. I'm gonna go later.
I thought you would say, I will just grab one now. Bye-bye.
そしてはさよなら
Thanks for tuning
Bye-bye,
in.
Minatechi.
This has been the weekly Fatcast.
Presented to you
It'd be
by
funny if I
McDonald's.
actually like walked away and like bye DarkBad time over for me.
That would have been very anticlimactic. Maybe Kitcha's little brother could have joined instead.
He can like sit there and why are you always talking about food?
I'm like, because I'm fat.
He's like, I know.
Kitcha, how's your week been?
It's been nice. It's been so much focusing on video editing. I mean, with DarkBad TV still being new and everything. And with me doing research on all the videos I've released for DarkBad TV. So it's been kind of sitting in your room before the computer and work kind of week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know the feel. Oh.
Yeah, oh my god. How has you guys, how are your weeks been?
Raid, what about you? I'm like trying to get you guys to talk so I can eat.
Oh, okay, sure.
Damn it, the distraction is working.
Okay. Well, guys, 2 words: sleep deprivation. That's kind of what's been happening because I've been working like every day, both my day job and like kind of trying to get some scripts going, and that is like made me sleep for like 4 or 5 hours every night. So yesterday I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get home, finish this script and everything, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna shoot today before the podcast. And then as soon as I entered my home, I just fell down on the couch and like, fuck this, I'm doing this.
Those moments are nice though, when you like when you got a lot of work to do, but you fall down on your couch and like fall asleep for like an hour. That's like
yeah. And I kind of got that like what you got like burst of energy like this Tuesday because I recorded a new episode of Rad Reviews on Monday. So I was like, I'm just gonna sit here and edit just a little while, just a little more, and then I ended up like 8 o'clock, and I was like, holy shit, I haven't eaten anything since like lunch.
That tends
so I had
to
this like
so
burst
easily.
of energy that I wanted to edit everything like instantly, and I'm almost done with everything, but I think I kind of burned myself out like minimally that Tuesday, and then I like I don't know, man.
welcome to YouTube.
Yeah, I've been like, I ordered this capture card, AverMedia Extreme Gamer.
I almost got a mini heart attack. I thought you were going to say, I ordered a pizza. I'm like, what?
Oh, the priorities in what we hear and think about. No, but I like I ordered this with like all the money I have left because I was like, I need a proper way to capture game footage because that that's one of the biggest reasons I'm working so a lot. I can save so many hours by having a proper capture card. And then it arrived and I was like, yes, now I can sleep. And then it didn't work. It didn't work at all. So I like sat with it for hours and hours, and now I'm like sleep deprived as well because I burned money on something that was supposed to be my savior, but it failed me.
Didn't this happen to you when you ordered those soft boxes for your lightning as well?
Yes, and my microphone I am podcasting with right now. I really don't have luck with buying electronics. There's always a defect when I buy them.
You should you should start buying something and then like thank you and then return it like, oh, by the way, here's this back, give me another one.
Try to dodge it.
Yeah.
The funny thing is we're like in the same boat because almost everything I buy is defect like the first time I buy it. Like,
yeah, your PS4, man.
Oh yeah,
my PS4 was defect. Like the problem with it was that I used to move it like sometimes like from my computer screen to my TV and everything. And the thing is, if I tilt it like even just a little bit, the CD drive can like go batshit crazy and start ejecting the disc all like continuously, like and then like 10 seconds later. And the thing is, you guys experienced it like firsthand when we were like in New Year's.
Oh yeah, that was terrifying.
We were watching like Netflix American Horror Story X. Or...
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
American Horror Story, just.
Oh yeah, American Horror Story.
Those two different ones.
Yeah,
American History.
That's just like one of the things that like totally broke on me. I got it fixed now, but still. And I also got a laptop that was broke from the beginning when I bought it.
Oh, really?
And I also had the same thing as you, Kitcha. I bought a capture card, the Aver Media Live Game Portable.
Of course,
and it was also defective when I bought it. So I was like, why doesn't this work? And why does it keep blinking? The tutorial and everything said that it will stop blink when it's connected and you got a signal, but it just wouldn't stop. So I was like getting angst for like 2-3 hours while I tried to like fix my capture card or something. And they said like, oh, it's a factory problem. I was like, God damn it. So I like send it in, and then I had to wait for like 4 weeks to get another one. So
holy shit.
Oh my god.
That really discouraged me. Like
so
seriously.
That
I fucking
makes
hate
me,
when that happens.
Yeah, that makes me question, is technology flawed even though it's already 2015 and we're like developing our technology, but there's so many defect ones. I mean, what's the issue?
Technology is always flawed. I mean, you know, it's kind of like you're building layers. Like the basic things that like break in the beginning, you usually get them fixed, but then you build new shit on top of that, and that thing can break as well. Yeah, it's kind of like when you make your computers better. Like if you had a computer back in the 90s running like Windows 98 or something like that, you would like kind of experience the computer to be pretty fast. But the thing is, a modern computer today, you probably wouldn't really feel it being much faster just because it's running a lot of more shit at the same time. Even though it is way more powerful, like a million times more powerful. And I think it's kind of like that as well. Like, it feels like everything is breaking and like, shouldn't we have fixed everything by now? And like, we have fixed those things. There are just, we build more things to break instead.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's like a small problem snowballing into a huge problem.
Yeah, pretty much. So we fix the problems, but we build more problems at the same time.
Oh, the irony.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just reminds me of a common problem. And that's the mobile phones or cell phones. Like everybody's complaining about the battery time being like super short, but seriously, man, what did you do with the phones when you were like in the like 10 years ago? There was like nothing on them. You called people and then you text people. Now we're having like social medias, Spotify. We're constantly connected to the internet, and people still complain about like, oh shit, I have to load my phone for like 2 times a day. Like it's not that weird that you have to load
I know
your phone.
you're doing everything all the time.
Yeah, and they're like super flat, so how are you supposed to get like a high powered battery in that thing?
Here's the thing, I'm running the Samsung Galaxy S6 and my battery usually lasts for almost a day of like normal use, but it has like something called ultra energy saving mode.
Oh yeah.
And if I activate that, it basically shuts down everything except for like calling, texting, and like you can choose one app also.
Wow,
that's useful.
Back to the basics.
It is. Even the display goes black and white to save more power. When that is activated, apparently it can run for 2 or 3 days without charging.
That's cool.
That is amazing. But then again, when you think about it, I mean, that's how the old phones were before. So it's not really that surprising when you think about it. It's just we're used to YouTubing all day. So
I remember the first time I heard that you would be able to go to the internet with your phone. I was like, what? Really? No, that's impossible.
Yeah, get out of here. Shut up.
Yeah.
What a day we live in.
Yeah, and then you could then you had your brand new cell phone and you could like surf for 50 megabytes per month or something. And you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And nowadays we're like never putting away our phone.
Never ever.
Like I'm constantly checking Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and everything.
I'm
listening
actually
to Spotify.
Yeah, I'm actually scrolling my YouTube subscription feed right now, so on my phone.
Oh my god.
It happens.
It happens. Yeah, I mean, those are the times we live in right now.
Yeah. Oh well, 2015, great times.
Great times and great times
2015 is also a great time to be a gamer because there are so many great games this year.
Yeah, indeed it is.
So just before we get into shit, welcome to DarkBad time, everybody. Just a quick announcement. I said this last time as well, but might be worth repeating that we are now on iTunes and podcast services of your choice.
Woo!
Go if you don't want to hang around YouTube all day, that's fine. Go search DarkBad. Go to the podcast app on your iPhone or whatever you're using, and just search for it and listen to it there. It's gonna be nice. And please rate it once you go there because we want to beat all the other podcasts in the world, which we're probably gonna do in a few days, I hope.
Oh yeah.
Help us.
Yeah.
On our quest to be number one.
Savoir.
I wanna be the very best.
Like no one ever was.
Classic fat kid coming in and stealing the show.
Nobody steals my show!
I'm too fat to be ignored.
And I'm furious because I hang with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh damn it!
God, there's so much going on in the video games, in the world of wacky video games this week.
Yeah, it's been an intense week.
It's been an intense week.
A lot of news.
Like I'm just gonna break the ice right now. This is posted Monday, but as of recording this, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, there were more drama with Kojima and Konami. How surprising these days. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, yes. I heard about it and I read a few articles on IGN.
It is insane.
But the thing is, it's really confusing and I haven't really dug on it a lot.
Okay, so basically what's going on is the New York Times, the classic magazine, they posted an article saying that Kojima has now left Konami and that his last day at Konami was October the 9th. And they even posted a picture from the supposed going away party with like people standing and like having drinks and like they were smiling but they didn't really look that happy. Konami then in response to this picture said, oh no, he's not leaving the company, he's just going on vacation. That's right, vacation.
But this just immediately reminds me of the Kanshirai quote on Twitter. You know the joke Twitter?
Yeah.
He's on like a permanent vacation where he's not paid.
Well, here's the thing. Apparently, he's under some sort of contract with Konami still. And apparently that one expires in late December. Okay. So there is actually a possibility that he's actually technically on vacation now for 2 months before his contract expires, and then he's fired. So Konami might technically not have been lying when saying that.
But I have a hard time believing that they would be lying. I mean, there has to be some sort of law thingy going on here.
But why would they announce this? Even though if he's still gonna leave, why just tell everybody like, oh, he's gonna be with us like for a month or two, but he's not gonna do jack shit.
There's a possibility that Konami totally missed that this party even happened because they're so confused and stupid.
I heard that their like superiors didn't even know it happened. That's like
Maybe.
really
Dear God.
douchebaggy.
Either they didn't, or either they did, and they're like, oh no, Kojima is not going anywhere. What? Who is Kojima? What is a Metal Gear?
Something like that. Yeah.
Konami's
Who
so
knows,
full
who
of
knows?
bullshit nowadays.
Am I the only one thinking like, what? Please, maybe? Is this like a joke that he was gonna leave? And they're like, nah.
I mean,
It's
he
not possible, I
is.
mean.
No. I mean, we know he's out of there. My theory is that he's probably gonna go ahead and start his own studio and probably get hired by some publisher with his
Yeah,
new
I also
studio.
thought that.
And
Or
they're gonna
maybe
pay for it.
collab something with Guillermo del Toro because they like really connected.
Oh yeah, I mean they're
Divisions.
gonna do something. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
I mean they'll probably do Silent Hills, even though it's not gonna be called that. but
Yeah,
it's
I'm really
probably gonna
hoping
be called,
I'm holding my thumbs for that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I bought
me
my
too.
PS4
Loud.
for Silent Hills.
Yeah, I mean it's probably gonna be
Yeah.
like Loud Pits or something, you know.
Loud bits.
Loud Pits. But it's just a mess.
Yeah.
Fucking Konami, man.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, hopefully, you know what I would love actually if Sony, if he started his own studio and signed with Sony as a Sony first party studio, that would be
That
That
would be
be
so
really,
free.
really cool.
yeah. And I gotta think that's a possibility. I mean, Shuhei is a smart man, so
Yeah, and that
mean,
would be a
he-
really great trade-off for Kojima himself.
yeah, absolutely.
true.
Yeah.
Like he would get all the money he needs because I mean he's probably a rich guy, but he's probably not that rich of a guy, you know,
Yeah,
to start his own business from scratch.
Well, let's say even though like Metal Gear Solid 4 sold like crazy much, they still talk about like it not being like that profitable to make games anymore, at least in Japan. So like the
at
thing
least
with-
that's what Konami says, at least.
yeah,
you know.
at least what Konami is. But I don't
But
know
then
how
again,
do
when
they
were they
like,
right last time?
How do they earn so much money on pachinko machines? I'm like seriously, what the?
Hit the lever.
Big
Yeah,
boss.
and I actually read about the
Big
pachinko
boss.
machine industry, and like the thing is like the Japanese people they like own like a seventh or something of the pachinko machines or something like that. It was like what I remember from the article was that the Koreans own a lot of the companies, or they it's a Korean company that makes most of the pachinko machines since like
Whoa.
a long time ago it was like illegal and some kind of stuff. So
Yeah, I mean it's still illegal to technically gain money from it, but you
Yeah.
know there are workarounds that are pretty famous.
Yeah.
But like Konami does a lot of shit. I mean, they do their pachinko machines, but you know they also do like gyms and like fitness places and everything. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's pretty clear they don't care about video games at all.
No. I mean, otherwise they would have made Silent Hills. So yeah,
I kept Kojima in the first place.
yeah.
yeah.
Oh well. We'll see what happens. I'm pumped. I mean, Kojima is a bright guy, and you know if
Yeah.
he teams up with maybe Sony, for example, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Imagine Silent Hills on Vita.
But I mean,
Oh
guys,
my
aren't you hyped for the new Metal Gear Solid pachinko game?
Oh yeah.
Big boss.
Seriously?
It's like
Hit the lever.
the ball falls down in the wrong hole and you're like, snake ball.
Ball.
Oh, jeez.
Alright.
Like imagine Miller like, hey, come on, Ball, quit kidding around. Ball.
Ball, you need to infiltrate that hole over there.
This is Pachinko Ball
you hit a
approaching the
special
hole.
spot, and every time you hit a special spot, you hear that like traditional, where like someone spots you, and then pachinko machine starts playing dun 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 dun.
Raid, stop giving Konami ideas.
Yeah. Metal Gear Solid 6. Pachinko's Revenge.
Well, fuck it, absolutely fuck it.
I don't know, man.
Okay, enough
Rest in
about
peace.
Konami and Metal Gear.
Yeah, onto something quite similar regarding Japanese
God.
video games. Nintendo NX is happening, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
No, but also this past week, there were some pretty huge news about the Nintendo NX that apparently they have started sending out dev kits to developers. And this was not the New York Times, but this was also some of these like kind of huge ass mainstream magazines maybe the Wall Street Journal, I can't remember. But basically what they kind of wrote was that the Nintendo NX dev kits are being sent out right now, and each dev kit will contain one console, like one traditional home console, and at least, I quote, at least another thing that's going to be a portable console as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to make of this. I mean, it sounds like it could be either like another kind of Wii U thing with a console and a like gamepad controller console thingy-ish, or they kind of just haven't decided if the next NX is gonna be a like home console or a portable 3DS like successor.
Yeah, that's basically what I thought.
Yeah, exactly.
A new handheld.
Yeah, I mean, either it's going to be one of those, or it's going to be like another Wii U thingy, but where you might actually be able to bring the controller outside. But what was pretty interesting was that, according to this article, the Nintendo NX will contain industry-leading chips, because apparently people are complaining that the Wii U wasn't powerful enough, so now it's going to be at least as powerful as the PS4 and Xbox One.
Okay.
So that's
cool.
That's something.
That is
cool,
something.
but...
Then again, Nintendo talks a lot.
Yeah,
They do.
Yeah.
My thought here, does this matter? Like, can Nintendo still... Are they still relevant? Can they be relevant again?
Well, the thing is that they aren't like producing like a lot of games. That's the thing. They're like slating everything all the time.
They're doing a lot of things, but everything is delayed.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I mean. Like,
yeah, I mean,
even Zelda now, like it's
yeah.
it's
like they
slated to
had
2006.
they had three major releases this year, and that was
sorry.
Yeah, don't worry about it. They had Mario Maker, Star Fox, and Zelda. And both Star Fox and Zelda are delayed until next year. Why? Probably because they're going to be on NX as well at launch. Like Zelda for GameCube and Wii was, Twilight Princess. But I don't know. I just... like... Everybody who buys a console at launch, those are the hardcore gamers. But the hardcore gamers already own PS4s and Xbox Ones. I mean,
yeah, precisely.
If Nintendo just releases another console that is virtually like
stupid,
well, if it's like as powerful as the PS4 or the Xbox One, why would those people buy it? Like, the only people who would buy this new console at launch, if it's that powerful, are the people who own the Wii U. But are they really going to be that inclined? Maybe. I mean, most people probably own a PS4 anyway.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing that I can like probably think about is that during TGS, when they were demoing Dragon Quest XI, which by the way looks awesome, they accidentally said that it's being developed for PS4 and Nintendo NX. And that is the only game we know that is actually developed for the NX right now. If that's true, and imagine if Dragon Quest XI actually performs better on the Wii U, on the NX. Like, imagine if the NX has better graphics for that game. Dragon Quest is a kind of big deal in Japan. Like, it's way bigger than Final Fantasy over there. So that's gonna sell systems. But does that matter outside of Japan? Like, if that would be the case?
Yeah, that's the thing. They haven't really established any presence, and as you said, like, hardcore gamers will buy the console. But the thing is, what does Wii U have right now? It's like the only thing I can think of is like Smash 4. And like PS4 and I guess Xbox have like starting to push like big titles, like especially PS4 right now. So the thing is, why would the Wii U even be relevant anymore?
Yeah, I don't want
to.
Who would buy
does
an
anyone
NX?
even have a Wii U?
I don't want to.
What do you do? Play those like Nintendo Land games all the time, or I mean, seriously.
I mean, the initial idea with the Wii U was that it was going to be a competitor to the PS4 and Xbox One. I mean, when they launched with like the Wii U is going to be launched with Mass Effect 3 and Batman Arkham City and Assassin's Creed 3 and Call of Duty Black Ops 2. But like, and everyone's like, all right, we already own those games since a year back on our PS3 and they look the same. So,
and why would anybody wait? It's like crazy,
but
and
I feel
doesn't
like
even play as well on that system.
I feel like Nintendo actually has to, aside from that, establish. They have to like re-establish their trust with their customers. I feel that Nintendo has failed a lot of their hardcore gamers. I mean, if we're talking about only the hardcore Nintendo fans to buy the NX, who are the hardcore Nintendo fans? Many people are. Leaving Nintendo because Nintendo outright failed with the Wii U. I mean, for my part, I could never see myself actually being this disappointed in Nintendo. I bought a Wii U and I regret it. I never regret buying a console. I regret buying a Wii U.
Yeah.
You are one of 2 people I know who own a Wii U, and both of you have said that.
Yeah, the only thing I've seen, you have like Mario Kart. That's what I've seen you play also.
Yeah.
Like, there's Smash 4, Mario Kart, and let's face it, guys, nobody's gonna wait like for 2 years for a Zelda game and buy a Wii U just for that.
No.
Like, I mean, seriously, even I know that Nintendo is like pushing games, like having a long release dates, but I mean, seriously, it's been like how long since the Wii U got released? Like, give us something.
2012.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And people are complaining about PS4 and Xbox not releasing games. I mean, come on, look at the Wii U. Like, the only relevant thing about Nintendo nowadays is like the 3DS, and that game doesn't get a lot of games either. Like, I've been playing Monster Hunter 4 and Majora's Mask and some games, and at least it got something.
Here's the thing, though. Nintendo's, I mean, they don't have any third-party relations anymore with like anybody. Like, they burned all their bridges.
I'm aware about that.
And you know, they've been starting to try to push indie games like the last year, and they've done that. I mean, somewhat successfully. Like, there's like Binding of Isaac and Shovel Knight, and you know, all these kind of typical indie games that are available everywhere else. But that's the thing. They're all also available everywhere else. Like pretty much all those indie games that Nintendo are now like, hey, we're releasing indie games. I'm like, yeah, I've got all of them on my Vita and my iPhone, so I don't care.
iPhone, PS3, PS4, every fucking console.
Steam, Mac, Linux, microwave oven, washing machine.
I got this game on PlayStation Plus. Oh, you got it on the Wii U.
And my fucking fireplace plays Shovel Knight.
I can enter the Wii U store one day randomly. Why I would do that, I don't know. And I can see them like, news, we now have this indie game. I'm like, I've had that indie game for at least half a year. Why is this
I got that
news
free
now?
on my PS3 3 years ago.
Yeah, and now they're like, we finally have this. They're so
like,
slow.
cool.
They're so friggin' slow. With a little they deliver, it's so slow.
Yeah. Like, that's really Nintendo with the Wii U, like, these past 3 years. Too little, way too fucking late. So, and it's so sad, but that's the thing. What would Nintendo... Actually, that's a good thing. What do you think Nintendo would need to do to come back? Or rather, what would Nintendo need to do to make you buy an NX?
Games. Give me games. Like, seriously, I don't care about the new system. Even though if you fucked up with Wii U, just give me some games. Like, push the new Zelda title on the NX. Like, put a Fire Emblem game in there, and I'm done. I'm set. Or like a Metro game too. Those 3 games, and I will get the NX. Like, seriously.
That's actually a thing, because Retro Studios, the guys who make like all the 3D Metro games for the Wii, Metro Prime and everything, they have, I mean, their main team hasn't released anything for like 2 years, and we know they are working on something big. So, like, it is very possible that the NX would be able to launch with Star Fox, Zelda, a new, not yet announced Metroid game that could be like a pretty standard, like, first-person shooter, Destiny style. Like, imagine that, and because also the Mario team, like the main Mario team, they are, I think there are 2 teams. And the main team of those guys have not released a game since Super Mario 3D World. That's not the same
crazy.
team. It was another team that did Mario Maker. So that team is working on something, and we don't know what. What if NX launches with a new Zelda, a new Star Fox, a new Metroid out of nowhere, and a whole new Super Mario 3D game, like Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, even Super Mario Galaxy 3, something like that. Like, if those 4 were the launch titles, would you consider buying an NX?
Sure, like, seriously. The only reason I don't own a Wii U is because of the games. Like, there's nothing for me on the Wii U. Sometimes I've thought, like, I got money, maybe I should get a Wii U. And then as sudden as I browse, like, a site where, like, I can order it, I just look at the games and I think for myself, like, why would I want this?
Why would I play this? When would I play? Would I play this?
Do I get this just to support them? But they still aren't, like, releasing anything that I want. Like, seriously, the 3DS is even more promising. Like, they're getting it's coming a new Fire Emblem game. I'm stoked about it.
Me too.
But that one is coming to Wii U too, I think. So
maybe,
really?
And there's maybe coming an Ace Attorney game to Wii U, and there's so many maybes.
That's the thing. All of these are maybes, and even so, what if the NX comes out and it's backward compatible? I mean, it could be.
That would be the biggest finger for everybody that bought a Wii U.
I can totally see that, though. I can
seriously.
totally see that. For my part, I think that the NX has to have some kind of awesome launch title, like loads of launch titles that will make us buy it. But for my part, I will actually wait. I want to see that NX will not only have strong launch titles, but I also want to see the console to actually be consistent and actually manage to be awesome, stay awesome for like a year or so at least before buying it. I want to see that they can keep promises and not just tell promises they won't hold.
Because that's the thing, how long would be enough of a wait? Because if everybody waits, which I totally respect and probably would as well, Nintendo will only see, oh, nobody's buying our console, let's never make another game system again, let's go do pachinkos,
To be really honest, the thing is, like, it feels like if you've been catching up with the Zelda news, they're like, every time I read something, it's like the producer or whatever you call it is like stalling the game because people are like saying things like, oh, I didn't like Skyward Sword, I want a more open world. And then I think they're like scared to release a bad game. Like, seriously.
They probably are. But then again, I mean, there hasn't been a bad Zelda main game ever, pretty much. So
I'm not really that sure about that, but that's my opinion.
What is a bad Zelda game, in your opinion?
Well, it's not a bad Zelda game, but it's not that great. I didn't like Skyward Sword, personally.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because, like, seriously, if I'm gonna break it down right now, the thing is, it's really beautiful, it's open world, but what do you do in that world? I mean, seriously, the only thing you do
Are you
is
sure
like...
you're not talking about No Man's Sky right now?
No Man's Zelda.
I think I've been having bad experiences with open world games, like, except like Metal Gear Solid. But the thing is, like, in Skyward Sword, they were like pushing it for being an open world experience, and the thing is, like, I've never experienced a more desolate open world.
Not even Mad Max.
That's a different kind of desolate.
That's kind of intentional desolate.
Desolate by design.
I haven't even played Mad Max, and I just saw a friend play it, and I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. Because
this is desolate, and I like it.
This is desolate, and I like it. But then I looked at Zelda, and I was like, okay, so we have Skyward Sword, and I'm in the sky, in a little town. Okay, I'm getting down to the original world. What is there? Oh, there's a pit! Oh, there's a big guy. Oh, that's the last boss, but you fight him a couple of times,
I think that has always been kind of Zelda's problem, that they know how to make kind of open places without any content. I mean, Twilight Princess, there are many Zelda games
Twilight
with the
Princess
same
actually
problem.
had some kind of atmosphere that compromised, and they had a lot of story and things that happened. This was like, you only got down to like the world, and then there was like big monster, and then you go like to some temples. There were like no characters except like the three main characters that everything circulated around, and I really don't know what to say. This game felt like if you think about Wind Waker, have you guys thought like any time that you wanted to traverse the old Hyrule in that game? That you wanted that you wanted to experience more of the old Hyrule, like see some old stuff, like broken down cities and more story about it.
Yes.
Skyward Sword feels like they tried to do that, but they failed miserably. Like they tried to get an atmosphere, but it just wasn't there. There was just this pit.
Totally see your point, but for me, I think that Skyward Sword is one of the best games when it comes to atmosphere. I mean, it's such a charming game. I mean, compared to Twilight Princess, it's so dull and grey, and I get that they tried to make a dark Zelda game, but it felt kind of forced. It felt like Majora's Mask did that 100 times better.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Why I asked you about this, because you said that this is not like technically maybe a bad Zelda game, but you didn't agree that this, like when I said there has never been a bad one. Skyward Sword is at 93 at Metacritic, and it's rated top 6 Wii games of all time. Also, Kitcha mentioned Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess is rated 95 at Metacritic, and it's top 3 Wii games of all time. So everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but like generally people think all the Zelda games are epic. I mean, unless you have another one that I should also look up the Metacritic
Zelda
for.
Well, if I'm gonna explain this more detailed, or like more explain why I didn't like it, it's because sure, it's the game is like it's good, but the thing I wanted from the game was not what I got, because like there was the characters were like really alive, and they like gave a lot of impressions, and the story wasn't bad, but the thing is the things that I wanted, like the more experience from the world, was not what I got, and that's kind of what I what I expected when they told us about the open world. So that's kind of the big no about the game.
As far as I mean, I never really interpreted Skyward Sword to be supposed to have an open world, so I never really thought about that.
Like not really open world in the same sense as like other games like Just Cause and Metal Gear and Far Cry, but at least more places to visit, at least. Because we have all these other Zelda games where you like visit a lot of places with a lot of themes and like really creative characters. And this game like had 3 characters. Sure, they were great, but something more maybe. But the town was really nice in the sky. Like, seriously.
Yeah, I loved it too. But
I love that. But when I got down to the like real world, nah, not my thing.
I can see your point, but I really liked Skyward Sword being a different Zelda game, not being the same expected one, and that's kind of the expectations I have for the Wii U or NX or whatever title coming.
But then again, every Zelda game has been like a pretty different Zelda game compared to any other Zelda game.
I kind of
especially something like Wind Waker. On that point, though. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, currently holds a staggering 73 on Metacritic.
Oh, there are a lot.
So I'm starting to think a lot of Let's Players have lifted it up a lot.
I mean,
and I'm speaking for like Game Grumps, especially from my part, because I watched them play Link 2. Zelda 2, and I didn't know that the game was like that. Good. It was like really cool, but still weird.
I mean, it is a good game. It's just very not Zelda.
No.
Kind of ahead of its time.
Brings me to an excellent question. Should I do a hidden games on Zelda 2?
No. You could do a video on it, but it's pretty obviously not a hidden game. Do a video on it.
To be honest, it would make more sense if you made a hidden games review about like Wand of Gamelon or something, but that's...
Oh, dear lord.
It's not even hidden
that would be so
anymore.
Fun. I mean, no, but you know what you should do a hidden games on? You know there were 3 Zelda games for the Sega Philips CDI. There were one of Gamelon, Faces of Evil, and the last one that was called Zelda's Adventure, I think? Okay, that one is a hidden game because nobody talks about that one when they talk about the bad CDI games.
I can do like a hidden games negative episode with like the frenzy meter going negative or something.
Sure, I guess.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, that game. Oh terrible.
God.
Oh.
I've only seen screenshots from that one, and no more.
I've seen gameplay.
Oh,
you know, maybe we talked about this on the podcast before, but you know, Nintendo and Sony had a partnership in the beginning, and the PlayStation was supposed to be a Nintendo console. That was supposed to be called the Nintendo PlayStation. Imagine. Because Sony then, you know, kind of backstabbed Nintendo and like, no, it's gonna be the Sony PlayStation.
Yeah.
Imagine Nintendo being like, fuck you, Sony, we don't need you, we'll find someone else and make an even better partnership console. Hey, Philips, you wanna make some Zelda games?
So spiteful. So fucking spiteful.
Philips, yeah, bro, sure. Here's one of Gamelon. Great, let's post it right now and beat Sony's ass.
And Sony's like,
Oh, they really don't creak their asses.
My lord.
Oh yeah. But to kind of wrap up my talk about Skyward Sword, I hope the next game turns out really good.
It looks like It looks like a game. It looks like if it wasn't a Zelda game, I would say, it's another open world adventure. Who cares? But it's titled Zelda and developed by Nintendo technically, so I guess we're gonna talk about it at some point.
Yeah, and also don't misinterpret what I'm saying about Zelda games, because I'm not saying that I want an open world experience, because we got a lot of them. But the thing is, Skyward Sword felt...
Next one is
yeah, I know about
next Zelda game now.
But I hope they have a lot of
Fultons.
personality with a lot of characters and stuff. Like, give us a story, a real good story.
No.
But also, I guess I'm kind of biased by Majora's Mask, because that's like my favorite game.
Yeah, Majora's Mask is like one of a kind.
Oh,
Yeah.
that game you
Zelda.
didn't know people liked.
Yeah, actually, because when I grew up, I didn't find anyone who liked it.
So you were
the thing
like,
is-
oh, I guess people generally dislike Majora's Mask. Oh well.
Yeah, because everyone that I talked to told me like, oh, it's redundant with the time traveling shit. I just want to play a game. I don't want to time travel and do things all over again. I was like,
But that
dude,
is the game.
dude, really? Come on, the game's awesome.
Yeah,
The game is awesome.
And then suddenly, when I actually when I wanted the Majora's Mask remake, it actually came out. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna pre-order the collector's edition. Oh, it's sold out?
Okay, I'm just gonna order a pizza and play the game.
Yeah, order pizza, get the collector's edition, and play the game. And the collector edition is sold out. What the fuck? And suddenly, the first thing that came to my mind was everybody lying to me? But in the end, a lot of people loved the game, but I didn't know about it.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's probably the most popular all-around Zelda game, probably.
I would say Ocarina of Time or A Link to the Past. Because that's what I
A Link to the
hear
No,
all
I mean,
the
A Link to
time.
the Past, not these days. Like, with
No.
older people, I guess, but...
Yeah.
And Ocarina of Time, same, but Majora's Mask, like, has all the kids who are into alternative shit. They all love Majora's Mask
Yeah,
these
I
days,
think Majora's
since
Mask has
that fucking creepypasta.
grown a lot these past years.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The other games used to be bigger, but Majora's Mask these days, like, it's its own phenomena, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's kind of cult.
it has become actually in a weird way.
Yeah, but it is weird. There is no game which resembles Majora's Mask at all.
Except
So, you know.
Final Fantasy 13-3 Lightning Returns.
With that exclusive cloud costume with strategically placed buttons.
And that fantastic time traveling feature in an open world that makes you unable to explore the open world because you have to travel in time. Woo!
Are you serious about this, or was this just a parody of my talk about the Zelda games?
This is serious shit.
Oh,
That game
what?
is awful. Haven't you played that one? Of course, why would you? Like,
No, I didn't want to play it because everybody said it sucked, and I just thought it looked pretty, and I didn't
Now,
want to
now
play
we
it.
know why it sucks. Oh my god, that
Well,
sounds terrible.
that's not like that's not the single reason why it sucks, but that is a thing in the game that sucks.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It has time traveling similar to Majora's Mask, except it's a huge open world and with like everything that comes with a Final Fantasy open world. Except you have to travel in time, so you can't do any of that shit anyway. So the whole game is like broken by design.
Oh my god.
That game currently sits at 66 on Metacritic. In other news.
I can like imagine you traversing this huge, awesome open world. Like, yeah, I'm the. Oh wait, I have to travel back.
That is pretty much the whole game. Yeah.
Oh well.
Shit, I can see the city in the horizon. Oh shit, time traveling calls.
You're like, hey, what is this mountain? Oh, and never mind.
That's
lightning.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game is stupid. Speaking of games with potential time travelings that aren't stupid, has any of you played Broken Age yet?
No.
I
dude.
actually saw you play it on like the friends list on PlayStation, and I was like, oh, he's playing it. I should play it too. Not
Dude,
now.
I played it. I played it for I think 5 hours straight yesterday.
How is it? How is it?
It is one of my favorite games on the PS4 right now. I can tell you that much. I still haven't beaten it. When the game was originally released on Steam, it was released as Broken Age Act 1, and then a year later Act 2.
Oh,
Which
okay.
was like, the game was pretty much split into two parts, and they were like pretty much 4 hours each.
Where,
so I played through
was
the
there a
entire...
seasonal pass or something?
No. It was a Kickstarter game.
Oh, okay.
But it was like just split as like two releases, kind of like the last Harry Potter movie. But I played through the entire Act 1 and the first half hour of Act 2 yesterday in like pretty much one sitting. I started the game a bit before. That game is amazing. I can't recommend it enough. You can get through the entire Act 1 in like one setting easily. It is very classic point and click adventure in a way that I don't really see any games at all these days. No. I mean, the closest thing is the Telltale games, but even they are a bit more 3D kind of move with
more dynamic.
More like move around the world in 3D. Whereas this really feels like the old Monk Island games in how it looks. But it's beautifully animated, like a weird kind of animated movie. Like it looks like a hand-drawn movie, the entire game. And the music, I think it's the same guy who made the music, who made the Monkey Island music, because the music is like the best thing about the game, and the voice acting, everything is amazing.
Nice.
But what really caught me off guard, and this is not a spoiler, but there was like I'm still technically just halfway through the game, but there has been one plot twist in the story already that for the first time in a game in many years, I did not at all see this coming, and I literally said out loud in my bed when I was sitting there playing, like, it's not like one of these twists that like they show you like dun dun dun, like it was kind of things they said that I like pieced together, and I was like, wait, does this mean? And then I literally said out loud, herrejävlar, in my bed. And I've never done that for a video game.
Wow.
I've never seen such a... I mean, I've never had that kind of plot twist in like many years in a video game. It's a good game. It's a very good game, and it has a very good story. I can't recommend it enough. And it's free on PlayStation Plus right now, so everybody go get it!
Yeah. Catch it while you can.
Yeah, I will start to play it. Oh my god. I actually really want to play through a story-driven game right now. I have that craving.
This is the best one.
Yeah.
It actually has one of the best video game stories I've seen in a good while, actually. It's right. I mean, it's like you can tell it's written by pretty much the same people as work at Telltale, pretty much. Like it's that good, but there's no action in it. It's just puzzle. I mean, it's like one of the old Monkey Island games. It's just puzzles, nice. Walking around, talk to people, a lot of comedy everywhere, but like a really great plot. It's awesome. Try it.
I'm so compelled. I will try this.
Do it.
Yeah, there are really great PS Plus games coming out all the time. I have too many games to play on just a PS4 right now.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Well, I kind of played through a lot of the games, but there's games coming.
I'm kind of thankful actually that the last, I think, 2 months there's been like one major game at the PS Plus games, and then just a bunch of smaller indie games. Because that way I can, like this month, like there's Broken Age, and then there's like 4 kind of indie like small games.
Yeah, Super Meat Boy and
and that just makes me happy, because then I can like, I don't have to like, oh no, I got these 3 big games. Like now I can like put everything into playing Broken Age, and then like take breaks and play Super Meat Boy. Like, because that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah. Like that was actually one of the typical first world problems I had on the PS3, that like 1 month I could get like, I think it was like BioShock Infinite and Borderlands 2 the same month, and I was like, that's crazy. Are you serious? And then the next month it was like Tomb Raider and like Yakuza 5. I was like, or Yakuza 4. I'm like, Jesus Christ!
Like, are you trying to steal my life?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that. Oh my god, I bought that. Do you remember when they had this like 50% off on all the Telltale's games?
Oh yeah,
huge pack. I bought it all, so I still have all the Telltale games to play through on top of the PS Plus games.
Well, yeah, they had that bundle again a few weeks ago for the same price. One more time.
It's
and once again, I did not buy it. So fuck me, right?
Well, I'm kind of had my fill of Telltale games right now, but I still want a story-filled game.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the same way as you can
play Broken Age. Just play Broken Age. Play Broken Age.
I think I'll play. The game was on Vita too, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I can actually play it right now while I go to my
Speaking of story-driven games and Vita, what are your guys' relation to visual novels? Have you played any at all? Do you know anything about the genre?
Yeah, I kind of know about the genre. I've been wanting to play some visual novels, like one of the more known ones, like Tsukihime. And I've been thinking about playing Fate Stay, but the thing is, people have been like scaring me from it, because those visual novels are like huge.
They are huge.
Like 30 hours of text. And it's not that I'm like that scared about it, because still, why not just? It's like reading a book, whatever, just a little bit more pictures and stuff.
Yeah, like
but it's more like I want to play a lot of other games, and the thing is I can't stare on a computer screen reading a lot, because I get tired really, really easy.
I agree, it's kind of tedious. I love visual novels myself, but it's kind of tedious. But there are some on the Vita, so I'm considering buying a Vita visual novel, just like read 1 hour before bedtime. It's kind of cute.
That's the thing I've been thinking about too, because the only visual novel game I've played is like Danganronpa 1 and 2, like Trigger Happy Havoc and Goodbye Despair.
Great choices.
Those games are like really, really good, and like in the visual novel thing, I got a real good experience from those games. And there's also like Steins Gate that's come to Vita also, and I'm really tempted to play the game because I watched the anime, and the anime is like super.
Steins Gate is actually the one visual novel I'm considering buying to the Vita right now, reading like every night or something. Because it's really, really great. And I think that it's kind of sad that the Vita is not receiving any major releases anymore, but I still think it's kind of nice to have a handheld focusing a lot on JRPGs and visual novels.
That's pretty much what
I actually considered.
Like
I actually considered like converting it to like Japanese PlayStation Plus PlayStation Network and PlayStation Plus, just to get some games from Japan. The thing is, like, most of the games I can't really speak Japanese, so it will mostly be the shallow games, but they got a lot of things.
You do know that your PSN account is locked to your memory card, though? Not the actual console?
I'll actually have to get a new memory card and like reset the Vita a lot of times. I actually checked this out because I
exactly, like reset it between each memory card change.
So it's a bit tedious, but if you like want like a couple of months to play only Japanese games, you can totally do that.
Oh yeah, it's possibly doable. But I don't know, maybe. I mean, like I said, there are so many like Japanese games on the Vita now anyway. So for me, I would probably not feel that need anyway. But who knows? Maybe.
I actually agree.
Tempted, but there's a lot of games still obtainable by us.
I like it logged into the Vita store just yesterday and scrolled through all the like that they've like lowered the prices for so many games. Steins Gate is just one of the games that are cheaper now. And
how much does it go for?
I think it's like 250 SEK right now.
Wow.
And I'm not sure. I think it's a permanent lowering of the cost, so they're
That's
like
awesome.
So they're like really telling us you can get all the Vita games you want, we don't care. And that's kind of weird, but I guess you shouldn't complain.
Oh no, absolutely. Like there are so many, like even the Danganronpa games, I still haven't played that one or that series, but number 3 now is coming to PS4 as well. So I'm probably gonna do that one on PS4, I think.
But you should play the first 2.
Oh yeah, absolutely, I will.
It will take a lot of time to get through them, but
they're still they're a lot shorter than many other visual novels.
Yeah,
they're like on the short end.
Yeah. I mean, the only visual novel, like Japanese one I played is the very first Phoenix Wright game. That one was not all that long, as I remember. So
but it's not that much text. It's more of the like lawyer-ish gameplay that takes up time.
It's still kind of visual knowledge. But guys, have you heard about the Great Ace Attorney that's only in Japan and has not gotten any localization plans yet?
Is that the one when they got like the 2 protagonists from the different games?
No. This one is like, I think the setting is kind of like inspired by London, and Sherlock Holmes is a character who is the detective for that Ace Attorney game, and the main character is like the he's like the ancestor of Phoenix Wright, if I've got this right. The trailer was in Japanese, I didn't catch it wholeheartedly, but this seems really awesome. One of the cases is the Hound of the Baskerville. It's so this is fucking cool. And this
is a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, and they're not planning on localizing it, and I'm so furious.
Well, that's fine. I mean, you've seen the Hound of Baskerville episode. You know how it's gonna end anyway.
Yeah, but still.
Spoilers. But that's like when Sherlock Holmes is one of the main characters in a Phoenix Wright game.
That's fucked up.
That is fucked up, and
But
so
it's also
Japan
cool.
exclusive.
Hey, are you guys gonna play Assassin's Creed Syndicate, by the way?
I don't know much about it.
Okay, I'm so freaking stoked for that one. I've not played another Assassin's Creed game before, but I
Wait, you haven't played not even one?
not any of them.
Wow.
But this one I really want to play it, and it's getting really good reviews actually. I think IGN gave like 8.4 or something. So. I'm so stoked, and I'm thinking because since it's set in Victorian London and it's like super. I mean, it's the most realistic Assassin's Creed map of any game so far. Like every single street and every single light pole and everything is exactly where it is in the real London. So part of me just wants to play it to get to familiarize myself more with London, especially before our London trip this January.
Nice.
But also because imagine like side quest in that game with Sherlock Holmes, for example. I mean, he's totally gonna be in there somewhere.
Yeah.
And Jack the Ripper's gonna be in there. I'll be in DLC.
Was it gonna be? Yeah, precisely.
Yeah. But still, like, imagine running into Sherlock Holmes there. Jesus Christ.
Wow,
I'm
yeah.
stoked.
Well,
Yeah.
you're actually setting it up for me to want to play the game, but I haven't really had my hopes up for the Assassin's Creed games. I only played the first one and I like seen a bit of the other games, and it hasn't really been scratching that itch.
No, but this one, you should at least check some extended gameplay.
Yeah, I will.
yeah.
You know, it's pretty much GTA London, but in the, like, I mean,
Yeah,
you can hijack horses, like horses
That
with
is
carriages.
awesome. That is
That
awesome.
sounds really fucked up. Hijack horses.
Yeah, but basically what you do, I mean, it's just like
You just
GTA.
steal them.
Yeah, I mean, you run up to like a horse with a carriage, and basically you hijack the carriage and drive the horse from in there, and then other horses with carriages will start racing you and start trying to like push you over down the road.
Wow, that's
so
crazy.
you kind of have to like kind of tackle them with your horse and carriage. So it's very GTA, and everything you run into pretty much breaks. So you can like break through
Nice.
like fences and everything with your horse and carriage. It looks fantastic.
Will
really.
everybody
Wow.
have like ridiculous swords, like rapers and stuff?
Oh yeah,
They're
absolutely.
not ridiculous. They're awesome. Rapiers
They are
fucking
awesome.
badass.
They're awesomely pretentious in a good
Yeah,
way.
but
Yeah.
also badass. Like seriously.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
They are.
I
Nice.
saw some Let's Play when a guy was playing it, and he drove his horse and carriage over the bridge, and he just came by Big Ben, so he was like, "Oh shit, Big Ben!" Jumped out of the carriage, and it kind of crashed into the wall, kind of GTA style.
This sounds like GTA.
Ran up to Big Ben, kind of stabbed one of the guards, and then started scaling Big Ben, and just scaled
that's
it. Climbed up on top, like hang from the kind of clock. What do you call it? The things, the arrows that show the time on the clock watch. Arrow hands. So he climbed up, hung from one of those, jumped on top of Big Ben, and just stood there. And suddenly the camera zoomed out and like, and you could see the entire London.
shit.
And it was beautiful.
This sounds fucking epic, actually.
Yeah,
Well, let's hope
I'm
there
totally
aren't major
stoked.
glitches, like Big Ben like disappearing into the ground, like
Big
a
Ben
big
becoming the
crater,
Eiffel
and then
Tower.
suddenly the Big Ben like emerges like a big deer, like that would be crazy. And by the way, speaking of
Big DS.
I kind of lost the focus there when you actually talked about Big Ben and deer.
You were the one starting talking
Speaking
about
about destructive environments, that just reminds me of a new game that's coming now in the 1st December.
Are you talking about the cause of the just in the third time?
Yeah,
Oh,
because seriously, they do the game just because they can,
The game's even called. You know what? Honest to God, yesterday I was at home at my dad's place, and I actually showed him because our dear friends over at Kinda Funny uploaded a Let's Play when they just sat down for like 15 minutes and just played Just Cause 3. I showed him that entire Let's Play. We just sat in the couch like laughing, eating snacks, and then I was like, "Yeah, this game's gonna be out in a month." He's like, and he actually said, "Just tell me when it's out, and I'll pay this. I just want to see you play it, so I have something to watch in the evening."
That's
yeah,
great.
that game is like seriously hilarious. Like you can do so much random shit in that game.
Oh yeah, I can't even begin to. You should actually go watch just Kind of Funny's Let's Play. It's like 50 minutes. The entire video shows you like why you need to buy the game. Basically, you can kind of like in the Phantom Pain where you request supplies. Yeah. You can request vehicle drops.
Yeah,
so what
that
this
was
guy
actually
did,
a feature in the second game too.
Yeah, so what this guy did was that he, because basically you always have three things. You always have your parachute, you always have your wingsuit, and you always have your kind of grappling hook. Yeah. And you can grapple onto anything in the world. So what this guy does is that he like stands somewhere, grapples up to the mountain like high up, flies up with a wingsuit, and then basically starts Superman flying around the world.
Shit.
So he flies down to some kind of construction site or some kind of fabric or whatever. Not fabric, I don't want to write it. Just climbs up on top of it, and there's a big kind of satellite dish on it for like receiving communication. So he flies into it, and this thing is huge. I mean, we're talking like 20, 30 meters across. Stands in the middle, and then goes into supply request and requests a fucking battleship. So a plane comes by, drops a small. Yeah, a plane comes by, drops one of these small loot crates that kind of looks like the Phantom Pain.
I'm thinking Phantom Pain.
Right into this satellite dish. The crate breaks open, and out comes a huge ass fucking battleship, like imagine like as big as one of these cruise ships, that just kind of spawns in the satellite dish. Obviously the satellite dish breaks because it's too big, so the satellite dish like snaps into pieces. This guy jumps into the battleship and starts shooting like the satellite dish from the inside, so everything breaks down. But then suddenly the battleship is stuck, so he goes down underneath it, puts some C4 mines that would like try to make it fly upwards. Everything ends with the whole boat starting to like roll down the satellite dish. Finally rolls down out of it, hits like gas tanks and shit on the way down, and then suddenly he like bumps it down into the ocean, and then he himself jumps into the ocean onto the battleship, and everything ends happily.
Like seriously, this game is the definition of like slapstick sandbox Superman experience.
Oh my god.
Oh, I need to get this game. Like, I have to have this game in my life.
I mean, I'll send a link to the video later. You should totally. It's 50 minutes long. It's like the best video on the internet.
It sounds like the perfect live stream game. I mean, oh my god, I would so want to sit for hours and just derp around with this shit.
I mean, it's basically like if GTA 5 was the Phantom Pain made in Goat Simulator.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Oh my god, that combination though.
Yeah, the physics also make no sense.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean, you can also tether things together. So you can use your grapple hook to tether yourself to something else, or you can tether something else to something else. So basically, if a car goes by, you can shoot a tether on it, and then shoot another tether to a nearby standing horse, making the car go and the horse being like goat simulating after the car. Like,
oh my god.
So crazy.
Or like tether two motorbikes that are going opposite directions, tether them together so they like go apart like doing.
There's also the classic thing in Just Cause 2 when you tether a guy to like a barrel of like oil or something or gasoline and shoot it, and it will like rocket him around in a circle and
poor guy.
Go, like all ragdoll.
Jesus Christ. And also in this game you can blow up everything. I saw him fly down beneath like a huge bridge that connected
the bridge.
a city.
I saw that kind of gameplay. Holy crap.
Yeah, like it was a long bridge that connected a mountain to a city, so it was like standing way 100 meters above the ocean, and he flew down beneath the bridge, put some mines on it, flew back up, and like and the whole bridge blew up.
Yeah, and the thing is, depending on where you put the explosive, it will like collapse in different ways. That's like
it's
super
realistic
crazy.
Like that. It's super realistic like that.
Oh my god, I'm so looking forward to this.
Yeah, same. I'm so stoked.
Yeah, I actually need a game with no purpose. I need a game with.
Well, it has a story, but it's pretty like shallow. It's like a dictator. You're gonna fuck
I mean,
up. That's
it's generic. Like, there's a bad guy. Kill him if you want to, but
Nice.
I guess.
Yeah, but you can have fun.
Kill him if you want to, but we all know you don't want to. Come on.
No. And that's the whole thing. So, and also you have unlimited supplies of C4 bombs.
Oh
Like-
my god. That's
And
the
they were-
only flaw with Phantom Pain. You don't have unlimited.
Yeah, and they actually asked them, like, in the E3, like, isn't that a bit unrealistic? And they were like, dude, haven't you seen the game? Like, haven't you seen what game we're making?
Have you seen the grappling hook?
Yeah.
How can you propel like that without like ripping his arm off? Like Zelda logic right there.
Yeah. Like, of all
my
the
God.
things you can comment, you choose to comment that you're unlimited C4.
Yeah.
I'm pumped for that game.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
totally.
we've been going like for an hour.
Yeah, already.
Crazy.
It's been a good talk.
Yeah, it's been.
I guess the
crazy
takeaways
intense
from
week.
this is play Broken Age until Just Cause 3 is out, then play that one.
Yeah. And
Sounds
also,
nice.
if you have a Wii U, I'm sorry, man.
I'm sorry.
Thank you for understanding me.
Well, Endigo, well, it comes to that point where I ask you, do you have a weekly prediction?
I do actually.
Oh, gee.
And this one is as sometimes related to my biggest hype of my life, No Man's Sky. Okay, so here we go.
Shoot.
Okay, this upcoming Tuesday, it's gonna be an event in Paris called Paris Games Week. Okay, or well, obviously it's the entire week, but Sony's gonna have a press conference at Paris Games Week this upcoming Tuesday. And it's gonna be huge. Like, they didn't do one at Gamescom this year, and what they've said is like, oh, the one we usually do at Gamescom, we're gonna do at Paris Games Week instead. So it's gonna be a huge thing. No Man's Sky is still slated for release this year. And I previously made a prediction that No Man's Sky is gonna be a launch title with PlayStation VR in the next year when it's released. But if that's the case, then they're still stressing that no, the game is gonna be out this year. Don't worry about it. And that's got me thinking, because a week ago or 2 weeks ago, there was at the late night with Stephen Colbert, Sean Murray himself, the director of the game, was there playing the game. He would not have been there playing No Man's Sky right now if the game is going to be released in half a year. So that got me thinking. And here's my very bold prediction. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready for this.
I'm pumped.
Okay.
I'm pumped.
Yeah.
I predict, and since this is going up on Monday, tomorrow, I guess, Tuesday the 27th, if I don't misremember the dates, during Sony's press conference at Paris Games Week, Shuhei Yoshida or Sean Murray are gonna come out and like, hey, No Man's Sky is out on PSN right now.
Oh,
That's not
fuck.
what I expected.
No, holy fuck!
You
every
weren't,
plot twist.
you weren't kidding when you said it was going to be a bold prediction.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
crazy.
there's a fair chance that the game is gonna be stealth released during the press conference at Paris Games Week this Tuesday. Bam.
Wow. To quote yourself earlier this week or something. Herre jävlar.
Ja, verkligen.
Oh my god. So if this is true, if this happens, then this should happen tomorrow as of us posting this. If this happens, then I'm gonna be a very happy dude, but also a very stressed dude, because I don't have time to play this game, but I have to play this game. So we'll see what happens, I suppose.
Well,
Wow.
Since the last prediction involved VR, I don't know how is that gonna turn out. Or if that's
We'll
gonna
see
happen.
next episode.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, let these two
The next
predictions
episode
battle.
of DarkBad time.
Next time on DarkBad, hit the lever. Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Imagine if Konami bought Hello Games and made a No Man's Sky pachinko.
Oh my god.
Please, just don't. Just
I
don't.
will literally shoot myself.
They're
I
like,
will
"No
literally
man's
shoot
cash."
someone at Konami.
They already shot Kojima themselves. Don't worry
They're like,
about
hello, Cash.
it. Jesus Christ.
No,
Oh, well,
no,
well.
no. Let that
But
not
hey,
happen.
great talk this week.
Yeah, great talk, great talk.
Everybody remember to subscribe to DarkBad TV on YouTube, and of course subscribe to DarkBad Time on iTunes or your favorite podcast service. And also please go rate the podcast so we can beat those other asshole podcasts in the world.
Yeah.
I fucking hate those guys.
Yeah.
Those guys who make the podcast in the world.
And also, as I remember the last podcast, send us some questions if you would like us to answer some.
Yeah. I totally haven't either checked the email inbox, so if anybody sent us questions, then I'm very sorry about that. But we got the address up and running, so next week I'll try to remember to check that. So if you have any questions or some topics you want us to discuss, then send them to podcast@darkbad.com.
Yeah, please do.
Life's gonna be good.
We'll answer them.
Till next time, catch us on social media. My name on Twitter is Indigo DarkBad.
And I'm Kitcha DarkBad.
And I'm Raid DarkBad.
Oh,
yeah. And I am DarkBad. Wait, who said that?
With that being said, I'm so gonna get a pizza now.
Yeah, so am I not, maybe.
I'll see if I even make it to get a pizza, because it's
I'll see if I even make it to the pizzeria before I get a pizza.
Because it's pretty late right now. It's like almost 9. Jesus.
I'm so fat and so pizza craving that I might not even make it all the way to the pizzeria before I actually get a pizza. I'm like halfway there. I'm like, that's enough.
Stroke.
Fat guy, goddammit.
Oh well. See you next week, people.
See you next week, everyone.
Peace out, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye. Pizza.